Our second text for today comes from the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 60, and we'll read the first 6 verses. But before we do, yes, a new year, but it's the same old song. Bible check. Bible check. Wonderful, wonderful. We do encourage you to bring your Bibles when you come to the house of the Lord. All right. Isaiah chapter 60. Please, my friends, listen and read along. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples, but the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn. Lift up your eyes and look about you. All assemble and come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters are carried on the arm. Then you will look and be radiant. Your hearts will throb and swell with joy. The wealth on the seas will be brought to you. But the riches of the nations will come. Herds of camels will cover your land. Young camels of Midian and Ephah, and all from Sheba will come, bearing gold and incense, and proclaiming the praise of the Lord. My friends, this is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Let us pray. Again, we say thank you for your blessings, for all that we've witnessed, for we know that you're using these things to prepare us to hear from you. So right now, make me less. Allow me to decrease so that you can increase and become more, and fix us by clearing our minds, opening our hearts and unstopping our ears so we can hear from you. And upon hearing from you, we want to leave this place better than the way we arrived. Yes, Lord, we want to walk out of it better than the way we walked in. In Jesus' name, we ask it all. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. If you would please turn to a neighbor, look at them good, and repeat after me. Friend. On this first Sunday of 2019.
On this first Sunday of 2019.
The sermon is. The dawning of me.
The dawning of me.
Amen. I enjoy a good origin story. Real or fictitious. I enjoy good origin stories because most origin stories have a moment, a period that can be considered a period or a time or a moment of clarity. A place where a person comes into her own, comes into his own. You see, that time, when that time occurs, that's when you go from being Etta Mae from Nutbush, Tennessee, into being Tina Turner. When you go from being an associate minister into being Joyce Meyer. When you go from being called Barry to being called Barack. When you go from being looked at and called Venus's little sister to being Serena. When you go from being a decorated soldier in the German army to being called Führer. When you go from
That's a downer.
being called Anakin Skywalker to being known as Darth Vader. Or from being known as Peter Parker, or for those of you who've seen the latest movie, Miles Morales, and being called Spider-Man. A time when you go from being referred to as C.L. Franklin's daughter to being known as the Queen of Soul. The main thread is that they all begin somewhere. And at some point, something changes their trajectory. Be it an incarceration or being bitten by a radioactive spider. Something happens that causes their path to change. Now, when my father was preaching, he would always give people who wanted to go to sleep an opportunity to do so by saying, after I say this, if you want to go to sleep, go ahead. You see, that's what changes these particular persons' trajectory. But for you and for me, the one who changes our paths is Jesus. It's Jesus. Now, if you want to go to sleep, go ahead. I do have a little bit more to share, though. Most scholars believe that the book of Isaiah has 3 authors. Thus, the book is divided into 3 parts. First Isaiah, chapters 1 through 39, is believed to be addressed to the house of God prior to being sent into exile. Chapters 40 through 55, known as Second Isaiah, is addressed to the children of God while in exile. And then the last chapters, 56 through 66, referred to as Third Isaiah. This is to the children of God as they have come out of exile. And this is where our sermon text falls, in Third Isaiah, where the message is one of joy, of hope, and of salvation, for the years of exile are done, and their light has come. There's a reason why this passage in Isaiah chapter 60, why this text and the Matthew text are being used today. It's because of their connections. I'll just give you a couple. You see, the Magi are traditionally known as wise men, linked to their understanding and belief that changes in humanity's trajectory can be seen in the stars. Now, we don't know exactly how many are in the Magi. Traditionally, we've always believed it was 3, because they name 3 gifts for the most part. But we don't know that. The text never tells us how many. 3 folks could have brought incense, 2 gold, another 6 could have brought myrrh. We don't know how many were there, but we do know that they came. And their coming is linked to the 3rd chapter. I was talking the 3rd verse in chapter 60 of Isaiah. Now, there are other verses as well, but listen to this. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn. Eventually, the Magi would be known as kings, kings who came from afar, who came from the east, because a star revealed to them that a king had been born. Now, Jesus is known as the light of the world. Isaiah 60, that very first verse says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." It's this light that brought the Magi to Herod, looking for Jesus. It's this same light that would send them to where Jesus actually was. The Matthew text says that they were overjoyed when they found him. Then the Magi's trajectory changes. It changes. The Lord sends word to them to go back a different way. It changes. Literally, and I would like to believe also spiritually. But parent, what does that have to do with us? I'm so glad you asked. You see, a light drew the Magi to the light of the world. But who do you think is connected to that light today? Who's connected to that light today? Think about it. Think about all of the folks who are drawn to you. I mean, they invade your personal space. They seek you out. They show up at work looking for you. Show up at school looking for you. Waiting, looking out their windows for you to drive home in the evenings. Drawn to you. All because the same light of the world that caused the Magi to leave the east is dwelling in you. It's dwelling in me. And that same light has changed your trajectory. Oh, hello, somebody. Think about all the things you were planning to do in your life. How many of you all have a high school memory book? Still have it? Yeah, mine's in the garage. In that high school memory book, you wrote down your plans for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Let me tell you what my plans were in high school. Let me tell you. Okay. I planned to go to college. Terry's laughing. Plan to go to college, okay? Plan to go to college, major in business. I was going to graduate with a degree, a BS, and then I was going to go on and get an MBA or something along that line. And then I was going to get a job at Best Buy. It's written down in the book. Go get a job at Best Buy. Some sort of a manager. And in 10 years, I was going to own Best Buy. My plans. Till I met the light of the world. And it changed. This light changed things. I'm not the only one. The same can be said for you when the light of the world began to beam in your soul. Began to shine brightly, overtaking everything that you thought was important. That light took over. Jesus changed your path. And listen to this truth. The Lord's still doing it. Still doing it. Oh, hello, somebody. Let me tell you what my favorite days are. I call them Star Wars days. I do. My favorite days. Because if you ever look at the movie Star Wars, it always starts in one location and then it ends in a location that you never thought would take place. When the Lord has me someplace at the beginning of the day, and then by the end of the day, the Lord's got me doing something I never planned to do. Never expected I would be doing. Person I never thought I would talk to, he's down that day. The Lord is still changing our plans, reworking things in our lives. Do me a favor, turn to somebody right now. Just look at them, look at them, look at them good, and then also repeat this. Say hello. Hello. I may look like I did last year.
I may look like I did last year.
But trust me. The Lord is doing something in my life right now.
The Lord is doing something in my life right now.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. We shine because Jesus shines in us. And this is supposed to happen every day. Every day. Because every day is a day that the Lord is supposed to be in charge, in control of our lives, shining in us. Let me close with this. You see, sometimes it's hard for us to see the shine in ourselves. Sometimes it's very challenging. Very challenging. The Magi, they came, and their actions before the Christ child, was further confirmation to Mary and Joseph of the astonishing power within the child. What we understand of Jesus in his early years is that he was a child like any other child. Okay, y'all look at me, okay. If you've raised a child at all, if you spend any time with a kid for a very significant period of time, rather, every once in a while there is a challenge to see exactly how great that kid is. Every once in a while, something happens, you like, you see, the Magi didn't show up when Jesus was a baby. I know what the creche displays, I know what the Christmas stories say. That's not when the Magi showed up. By the time the Magi showed up, Jesus has probably gotten into some stuff. Knocked something over. And the Magi show up and remind his parents that this is a king. Sometimes it's hard to see the shine in your life because you're distracted by everything else that's not shining. Things that have no luster, no appeal. That's what takes your attention, and it's hard to see what the Lord is doing in your life. So for us, for today, for right now, don't let the residue from 2018, from 2017, 16, 15, years even beyond that, don't let the residue from the past continue to lie to you. Telling you lies like this year is going to be just as bad as last year. It's going to be just as troubling as last year. This year, you're going to fail again like you did before. Lies like you can't do it. You tried it last year. The year before. It didn't work. It won't work now. Listen to me and listen to me good. Even when it appeared it didn't work before, the Lord was still working in you. And the Lord is still working in each of us. Each of us. The Lord is working with us, through us, on us. Oh yes. The Lord is at work. Philippians basically says that this good work that the Lord has begun in you, the Lord will bring it to completion. It's going to work. So tell yourself, tell other folks too, that because of Jesus and the shine that's in you, because of Jesus and the work that Jesus is doing right now, what you're looking at is the dawning of me. In Jesus' name, be blessed today. Amen.